So
the timing is knowing the divorce coming right before that lawsuit broke open. And I really think COVID played a role in this because as all the courts started slowing down, settlements started slowing down. There's no real incentive to settle cases. Things aren't going to trial. And so all of the like, I've got this settlement to pay you here, I've got this to pay you there, all of that came to a screeching halt. And everybody was spent the time in COVID going back and counting their pennies, going, where is the money? Where is the money? And where is the money? And the answer for a lot of people ended up being, oh, Tom Girardi still has it. Weird.
really, you think, I
Yeah.
mean, that makes logical sense to
Yeah,
me.
that's how I think that's why I think this, because why now? It looks like from the LA Times investigations, this has been going on for decades. There are over 100 cases. He's been sued for legal malpractice time and time and time again. These stories aren't new. So why did it all break apart now? And I think that COVID had a role in that because everyone else's businesses slowed down too, and the money slowed down so that you couldn't say, oh, this settlement's coming in next week and I'll get you covered. Because I think he spent a lot of time going, no, don't worry, I've got you covered, pulling from those newer settlements to pay back, which he never should have done anyway. He never should have gotten behind the eight ball, if you will, on any of this. He never should have been taking client money, and clearly
Wow.
was.
That's an interesting theory. And I also think that, because you know how it is. I mean, you can disagree because I was not a criminal attorney, but I think that, like this is why I think it was a plan where he said, like, he sat her down and said, you need to pack and leave. I just think, like, you never really do the last final thing until it's too late. Like, if they got ahead of this and it didn't
Right.
move so fast and snowball, I think they were like, they maybe thought they had a year, it was in
Yeah.
motion, but I think it just snowballed so fast. But really, if you think about it, and they had like 9 months to like get ahead of it, then they could have actually been divorced. Who knows? Maybe she could have
Right.
had the money, and like, I just think they had a real plan that could have worked. Like, right? Like, if they were divorced and
She
she
would be
didn't
a lot more
know,
clear. She would
and
be a
then
lot more clear if they were divorced. Yep.
and then it would just be his problem and she would have money.
Right,
See,
and
I think
now
that's what
she's
they
not gonna have
thought.
anything. She's not gonna have anything in this divorce.
Nothing.
And I'm still waiting for the bankruptcy trustee to sue her. I think that's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. And I think we're gonna see the IRS getting involved. We've seen the state tax agency in California, it's the FTB, or the Franchise Tax Board, saying that they're owed $5 million from Tom. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more of the money stuff percolating up, and she will get clear with her name, but she's not going to get clear with very much money at the end of this at all.
Wow. And
Yeah.
right. And that's even more reason why I really think they intended to just give her the money and it would be clearer. And if they had an extra 9 months or a year, I think
Yeah,
it
they
just,
could have been divorced. She could have, if there are speculation, if there are offshore bank accounts, if there are assets hidden elsewhere, she could have gotten divorced, gotten clear, and it would be like the end of Wild Things, where Denise Richards is like sailing off on a yacht with the money, laughing in the sun. But this all came down way too fast. And I don't think Tom anticipated the debtors or the creditors getting all together and forcing him into bankruptcy so quickly. Edelson PC sued at the beginning of December. They were forced into bankruptcy towards the end of December. She filed for divorce in the middle of November. It hit very, very fast, and it hasn't slowed down. Every single day I check for more legal documents, and every single day there's more legal documents.